Okay, it's pouring rain here, but I could clearly see the sunlight further ahead. Let's see if it stops. It's a 1900 entry today too, huh? And I guess with that in mind, what's going on today? I guess there's a lot of rumors about new drones and stuff. I did hear actually the Mini 3 was supposed to be potentially announced at around April or so. So apparently this was floating around everywhere, where apparently there's confirmation there is going to be a Mini 3 coming out, which I think most people would have expected from DJI. In this one, it seems like it's a screenshot of someone asking DJI's customer service, I suppose, when the Mini 3 would be released, and they basically say here, that's basically confirmation saying coming soon, I guess. So again, I think most people would expect it. There's not much details in general, but it is coming. With that thought, I guess it didn't end today in terms of, I guess, rumors and leaks, if that's what you want to say. It was this drone picture that was popping up all across, I guess, the Chinese social media sites. It looks like it's a Matrice at first, I thought anyway, just by the looks of it, but then you can see it actually folds up. So it's kind of interesting looking at this one. What can you get out of this? Again, design-wise, just in terms of how big the body is with the camera, I would imagine this is a more enterprise level type of drone, not a consumer one anyways. And design-wise, it does remind me of, let's just say, the M300 or something like that. So maybe this is the M400 potentially. And for those who don't know, this is normally more the enterprise type of solutions. I guess people would put things like thermal cameras, or they use it in extreme conditions, such as if it's raining hard, like today, for example. But it's kind of interesting if they made it foldable, because it would make it more compact, I guess you could say, without making it more appealing for people. But either way, if you were in a market for a DJI drone, I guess, you might want to hold off, because if there's going to be new items coming up, then you're going to regret it afterwards, I guess, if you were planning to buy one of those specific models. Considering for things like the Mini 3, for example, there are more competitions, like with the Autel Nano nowadays, so it'll be interesting to see what they do different, if any, or if it'll be simply a matter of making the price a lot cheaper. And of course, quick news about the war and stuff still going on, although this one related to here in Canada, because here it said, Ukraine war. Zelensky asked Canada's parliament to please close the sky. So is this one of those news about wanting to make everything like a no-fly zone? It says the president thanked Canada for his continued support, but renewed a plea for a no-fly zone over his country. Actually, his talking points here kind of reminds me of that situation that happened between Israel and Palestine. Like it says here, invoking Canadian cities and landmarks, Vancouver, Edmonton, the CN Tower, and Toronto. Mr. Zelensky asked the ensemble to imagine bombs dropping in Canada. I would like you to understand and I would like you to feel this, he said. How many more cruise missiles have to fall in our cities until you make this no-fly zone happen? But ultimately, a lot of places aren't implementing the no-fly zone because they're saying this would technically trigger things like international conflict officially, and I guess it's kind of a declaration of war overall, so countries have to be very careful into how they approach this. But either way, conflict around the world still. Actually, an interesting thought just in terms of war. Remember that gold show that I helped to film with my drone and all that? Apparently the value of gold really went up, so that's kind of interesting, huh? Just like that, because of all these events. And I guess speaking of events, there might be another, I guess, adventure. We'll see. Alright, see you guys later.